अरहंत सिद्ध सुर उपाध्याय साधु सर्व अर्थ के प्रकाशी मांगलिक उपकारी है। तीन को स्वरूप जानी रागते भई जो भक्ति काय को नमाय स्तुति को उच्चारी है। धन्य धन्य तुम्ही से काज सब आज भयो कर चोरी बारंबार वंदना हमारी है। मंगल कल्याण सुख ऐसो हम चाहते ओ मेरी ऐसी दशा जैसी तुम धारी है। ओ मेरी ऐसी दशा जैसी तुम धारी है। So yesterday we were studying this chapter on the 14 stages of spiritual development, and lesson number 7, okay, 14 stages of spiritual development. So what is this gunasthan or spiritual stage? With the instrumentality of deluding karma, that is mohniya karma, and activity of mind, body and speech, the fluctuating state of a soul's belief and conduct attributes is known as its stage of spiritual development. मोह और योग के निमित्त से होने वाली हीन अधिक अवस्था या तारतम्य अवस्था, फ्लक्चुएटिंग स्टेट, है ना, श्रद्धा और चारित्र गुण की तारतम्य रूप अवस्था को गुणस्थान कहते हैं. So two qualities are involved and two types of karmas are involved. First one is the mohniya karma, and the second one is activity of mind, body and speech. And which two qualities are involved? Belief and conduct, Shraddha and Charitra. Okay. So with the instrumentality means nimit, with the instrumentality of deluding karma, that is moh, and activity of mind, body and speech, that is yog. मोह और योग के निमित्त से होने वाली श्रद्धा और चारित्र गुण की तारतम्य अवस्था, the fluctuating state of a soul's belief and conduct attribute, is known as its stage of spiritual development. So this was the definition that we read yesterday, and we had done up to 5 gunasthan, Desh Virat. So from today onwards, we will be starting from the 6th one. Okay. What is the name of the 6th one? Pramat Sanyat or Pramat Virat. In English, we call it monk with mild negligence. Okay. So 6th and 7th always belongs to the monk. A householder can go up to 5th only, not later than 5th. For that, he has to become a monk. So the monk with mild negligence. What is this negligence? Negligence is pramad. It is in this textbook, it is written as recklessness. Okay. But a good word for pramad will be negligence. The sentient aspirant with right faith who achieves more purity than that of the Fifth Gunasthan. Having qualified himself for the complete conduct with some negligence is in the sixth stage of Pramat Sanyat Gunasthan. Okay, so so the purity here is more than the fifth stage. Okay, fifth stage there was absence of two quadruplets of toxic emotion. First one was Anantanubandhi Kashai, and then the second was Apratyakyan. Now, the third one, that is Pratyakhyana Varna Kasai. Okay, when that quadruplet goes away, then a soul attains monkhood. Okay. So, here the purity is more than the fifth stage. Okay. And there is some negligence. Okay. And because of some negligence, this is the sixth stage of Pramat Virat or Pramat Sanyam Gunasthan. This term is meaningful for there is elimination of 12 passions in the complete conduct stage with the existence of Sanjvalan passion with usual force and recklessness that generates blemishes. So this the sixth stage is basically a stage of Shubhupyog. Okay, Shubh Bhav. And here the Pramad, this is the last stage for mild negligence. Okay. Then the next, when we go to the seventh, there is no negligence, no Pramad. Okay. So three quadruplet of toxic emotion is absent. Only one, that is called Sanjvalan Kashai, is present. Fourth one is present. From the Mahavrat aspect, the monk in the sister thinks with feeling of attachment. So इस गुणस्थान में मुनि महाव्रतों की अपेक्षा सविकल्प अवस्था में ही होते हैं. Okay. From the Mahavrat aspect, the monk is in the sixth state, thinks with feeling of attachment. Though teachings are imparted and accepted, food is accepted, going and coming from one place to the other continues, and yet the internal purity of the monk is retained. And accordingly, the 28 primary rules and their associates are duly observed. Okay. Now, what are these 28 primary rules? The first is 5 Mahavrats. Mahavrats means 5 complete vows. Then we have 5 Samitis, 5 types of carefulness. Then we have 6 essentials, which is quite correct. Then we have 5 sense control, or we can call it as abstinence from sensory pleasures. So 5 plus 5 plus 6 plus 5. So this is 21. Now 7 remaining. So out of that 7, the first one is nakedness or the nudity. Then the next one is uprooting of hair. That means removal of hair with hands. Then the next one, third one is non-bathing. That means abstinence from bath. The fourth one is sleeping on the earth. Sleeping on the earth means sleeping on the floor. The fifth one, not cleaning one's teeth. Abstinence from cleaning teeth. Then sixth one, taking meals in a standing posture. So monks always takes meal in a standing posture. And the last one is taking meal once only. So in the whole day, only in the morning time, he takes one meal only. Now, what are the 15 recklessnesses or the negligence? What are the 15 negligence? So the 15 recklessnesses are 4 unhealthy narration of women. 4 vikatha. Vikatha means tales of passion. So these tales are on woman, stri katha, food, ahar katha, nation, rajya katha, and sorry, nation is desh katha, and king is rajya katha. Okay. So out of 15, the four are unhealthy narrations or tales of passions. Next 4 is the passions: anger, pride, deceit, and greed. Then 5 senses. Okay. 5 senses everyone knows. And then sleep and love. So 4 tales of passion, 4 passions. So 4 plus 4, 8, 5 senses, 13, then sleep, 14, and love, 15. So there are 15 types of negligence or recklessness. This can be multiplied into 80. So this was, I was just इनके प्रत्येक और संयोगी सब मिलाकर, okay. So if we go into further subdivisions, then it becomes 80. Though it attracts impurities, this recklessness does not destroy the real abstinence of the 6th gunasthan. यह प्रमद संयम में मल उत्पन्न करता है. Okay. So mal is impurities. Still, that recklessness does not destroy the real abstinence of the 6th stage of spiritual development. Process of thoughts with necessary purity of operation is found in the 6th stage. So 6th stage, it is savikalp. 7th stage, it is nirvikalp. So process of thought with necessary purity of operation is found in the 6th stage, while the 7th gunasthan is without the process of thinking. So on the 6th stage, the thinking always goes on. Some thoughts or the other thoughts coming, because this is a stage of shubh upyog, auspicious sentiment. Okay. But when we move on to the next one, 7th one, the 7th one is without the process of thinking. That means it is nirvikalp. 6th one is savikalp. 7th one is nirvikalp. The duration of both is antar murat. As such, the monks may remain in the stage for thousands of years. They alternate between the 6th and the 7th stages without any exception always, staying in the one for an antarmurat only and then going to the other. So the monk in this stage keeps on changing from 6th to 7th, 7th to 6th. So when he comes into 6th, the thoughts are there. And when he moves on to the 7th, the thoughts are not there. One noteworthy fact is that the monk first has the experience of the 7th Gunasthan and then he descends to the 6th. So this is again a rule. So whenever a monk in the 5th stage, okay, meditates, then first he achieves the 7th stage. And after an antarmurat, it will come back to the 6th. So it is never from 5th to 6th, but always from 7th to 6th. Okay. Yesterday we saw that second one does not come after 1, but it comes only when we fall from the 4th. Similarly, third one also doesn't come from 1st or 2nd. It also comes while falling from the 4th. Similarly, here, the 6th one does not come directly from the 4th or the 5th or the 1, 2, 3, any of the stages, okay? It only comes from the 7th. So, from 5th, the soul goes to 7th. From the 4th, the soul goes to 7th, and then come back to the 6th. This was all about the 6th stage. Now we are moving on to the 7th. Apramat Sanyat. Monk with no negligence. Apramat. That was Pramat. And this is Apramat. A means nahi. Pramat means negligence. So monk with no negligence. Above 6th stage, all are monks only, you know. The householder cannot go beyond 5th, whether it is a Arjika or it is a male Elak Shulak, but they can't go beyond 5th in the householder's position. But now if they leave the household, if they leave the house and get initiated into monkhood, then they can achieve 7th, 6th. All others from 6th onwards is all about monks only. So somebody would read Apramat Sanyat. So Rajeshri ji, you read.
I'm talking. Yes, sir. Jai Jinendra to everyone. The real monks without the 15 recklessness are in the Apramat Gunstan. The 12 passions are totally absent here, while Sanjwalan passions are also very soft, appropriate to this stage of development. The recklessness do not generate any impurities here, and the primary and second rules of conduct lead to faultless operative stage. The designation Apramat Sanyat is therefore meaningful. Knowingly, there is no thought process, having meditation of the pure soul and its experience. This state continues in all the gunstans ahead. This gunstan has two kinds: swasthan, upper mat sanyat, and satishya, upper mat sanyat. Those in this stage who do not ascend the shapak shreni or the upsham shreni and alternate between the param atma and the Paramatma, sir? Is it
No,
Paramatma?
Pramat and Apramat.
Pramat and Apramat states are called Swastha Apramat Sanyat. The above same monks have developed special oneness with the self facing the ascendants of the Shreni and attaining the purity of Adha Brahma Vrittakaran are called Satishaya Apramat Sanyat. When they apply all their spiritual might and develop oneness with the soul, they reach the 8th, 9th, 10th, and the 12th Gunstan in the Antar Morat, destroying the 21 Prakritis of Charitra Mohanya, after which they definitely obtain omniscience, 13 Gunstan. If the effort is not complete, they reach 8th, 9th, 10th, and the 11 Gunstans in an Antar Morat and subside the 21 Prakritis instead of destroying them. The duration of Adha Vritti Karan is an Antar Morat. Karan here means manifestation. The soul in this state has countless times greater purity, and different souls in backward and forward stages have similar manifestations as well as dissimilar ones. Souls with Adha Pravati Karan are called Satyashahi Apramat Sanyat.
Satisai Apramat Sanyat. So you see that this is 7th stage, which is the stage where a monk is with no negligence. Okay. The real monks means Bhavlingi Muniraj. The real monks without the 15 recklessnesses are in the Apramad Gunasthan. The 12 passions are totally absent. So basically the stage of meditation starts from here. Okay. So 7th and all the stages above 7th is of pure meditation. There is no activity. The activity like giving lecture or initiating someone into a monkhood or writing books or going to take the meal, all these activities happen only in the 6th stage. But when it comes to the 7th stage, it is only and only pure focus in the self. Okay, that is deep introspective meditation. So the 12 passions are totally absent here. While Sanjolan passion, okay, the last quadruple is present, but it is very soft, very mild. The recklessness do not generate any impurities here, and the primary and secondary rules of conduct lead to faultless operative stage. Okay, faultless operative stage means Nir Atichar Parinati. The designation Apramat Sanyat is therefore meaningful. Okay, knowingly there is no thought process, है ना? बुद्धि पूर्वक कोई विकल्प नहीं है. Okay, so knowingly there is no thought process. Intentionally there is no thought process. Having meditation of the pure soul. So this is a stage of pure meditation. There is no thought process, nothing doing, only pure meditation. Having meditation of the pure soul and its experience. This state continues in all the gunasthans ahead. So 7 and 7 above is the same stage of meditation. Okay, only the difference is the purity keeps on increasing. So 7th, 8th stage, the purity is more than the 7th. 9th one has more purity than the 8th one. So similarly, as the stages of spiritual development progresses, the purity also increases. This Gunasthan has two kinds, okay? So there are two parts to this monk with no negligence. The first one is Swasthan Apramat Sanyat. That means swasthan, same position with absence of negligence. Same position with absence of negligence. And the next division is satishay apramat sanyat. Ascending position with absence of negligence. Okay. So there are two parts. So the one who goes on to the second part, that is satishay apramat sanyat, he naturally he moves to the next stage, that is the 8th one. Okay. But the one who stays in the first one, that is same position with absence of negligence, okay, he never goes beyond that. So in the present circumstances, we cannot go beyond this swasthan apramat sanyat. Okay. We cannot go beyond this, because if we go to the satisai apramat, then definitely we'll move to the 8th one, and 8th one doesn't happen in this 5th era. Okay. So we are just, even if we can go further, is only up to swasthan apramat sanyat. Those in this stage who do not ascend the shapak shreni. So there are two types of ladders. Okay. The first one is sapak shreni, ladder of annihilation. Okay. यहाँ क्या होता है? कर्मों का नाश होता है, because this is a shapak shreni. And the next one is ladder of subsidence, upsham shreni. Here the karmas does not get destroyed, but it is subsidized. It is subsidence. Okay, ladder of subsidence. And alternate between the pramat and apramat states are called swasthan apramat sanyat. So when it is in the first stage of apramat sanyat, which is called swasthan apramat sanyat, okay, then it keeps on moving from 6th to 7th and 7th to 6th. Okay. But if he is able to go beyond this and reach satisai apramat sanyat, then he will definitely go to the 8th one. Okay. So at present, nobody can go to the 8th. So nobody goes to the satisai apramat sanyat stage. Okay. Those in this stage who do not ascend the sapak shreni or the upsham shreni and alternate between the pramat and apramat states are called swasthan apramat sanyat. The above same monks, having developed special oneness with the self, okay, with the meditation, with the deep introspective meditation, they have developed special oneness with the self, facing the ascendance. Ascendance means going up the ladder, arohan of the shreni. Okay, self facing the ascendance of the shreni and attaining the purity of other pravarti karan are called satisai apramat sanyat. So satisai apramat sanyat means other pravarti karan. Now what is this other pravarti karan? Okay, so this other pravarti karan is the beginning of the process of meditation, where the dispositions of prior and posterior moments may or may not be uniform. It is a slow, progressive thought activity. In short, a soul entering this stage, okay, entering this stage at a later time is able to have disposition of a greater purity than the one who has entered before him. Okay, so this is the other pravritti karan. When they apply all their spiritual might and develop oneness with the soul, they reach the 8th, 9th, 10th, and the 12th gunasthan in an Antar Murat. Antar Murat means less than 48 minutes. Okay. So once you become a monk and then you start meditating, you know, the progress to the higher stages is very fast. So then it reaches 8th, 9th, 10th, and 12th. Okay. Destroying the 21 prakritis of Charitra Monia. Okay. So this is the Sapak Shreni. Okay. Ladder of annihilation. After which they definitely obtain omniscience. That is the 13th stage. Okay. So from 12th, it never falls. It goes to the next stage called the 13th stage. If their effort is not complete, they reach 8th, 9th, 10th, and the 11th gunasthans in an Antarmurat and subside the 21 prakritis instead of destroying them. So when they were doing that Shapak Shreni, okay, so they were just destroying the karmas. But now in this one, that is the Upsham Shreni, they are just subsiding the 21 prakritis instead of destroying them. The duration of other pravritti karan is an antarmurat. Okay. Karan here means manifestation. Karan means parinam. The soul in this state has countless times greater purity, and different souls in backward and forward stages have similar manifestation as well as dissimilar ones. Souls with other pravritti karan are called satisai apramat sanyat. So in the 7th state, there are two parts. One is swasthan apramat and the next one is satisai apramat. So the one who remains in the first stage, that is swasthan apramat, he just wanders from 7th to 6th and 6th to 7th. He keeps on switching from 6th and 7th, between 6th and 7th. But the one who enters the second stage of 7th spiritual stage, that is satisai apramat sanyat, then he definitely moves ahead and reaches 8th, 9th, 10th. Then, depending on the ladder he is climbing, either if it is ladder of subsidence, then it will be 8, 9, 10, 11. If it is ladder of annihilation, then it will be 8, 9, 10, 12. So this is the difference. The above same monks, having developed special oneness with the self, facing the ascendance of the Shreni and attaining the purity of other pravritti karan, are called satisai apramat sanyat. When they apply all their spiritual might and develop oneness with the soul, they reach the 8th, 9th, 10th, and the 12th gunasthan in an antarmurat, destroying the 21 prakritis of charitra monia. after which they definitely obtain omniscience. Omniscience is 13th stage of spiritual development. If their effort is not complete, they reach 8th, 9th, 10th, and 11th in an Antarmurat and subside the 21 Prakritis instead of destroying them. The duration of Adyaprutikaran is an Antarmurat. The soul in this state has countless times greater purity, and different souls in backward and forward stages have similar manifestation as well as dissimilar ones. Souls with other Pravrittikaran are called Satisai Apramat Sanya. So this was about the 7th. Now we move on to the 8th one, Apurva Karan, unprecedented dispositions. Unprecedented disposition is Apurva Karan. Small paragraph. So you read 8 and 9 and 10, all these three together. Subhaji, you read 8, 9, 10, all three together.
Yes, ji. Apurva Karan. The modifications of souls in this Gunasthan are unprecedented, their duration being an Antarmurat. Each soul has still greater purity every moment. Considered from the side of different souls, the modification of souls in different times are dissimilar, and those staying therein in the same time have both similar and dissimilar modification. Such being their development, the Gunasthan is named as Apurva Karan. Souls ascending on the Upsham Shenik as well as the Shapak Sheni have the same modification of their beings. Anivradi Karan. Anivradi means similar and Karan means modification. Each soul has only one modification, which is with infinitely greater purity, and is dissimilar in cases of souls in different timings, and the modification of the souls in one and the same time are always similar. Such being the current of modification in this state, this Gunasthan is called the Anivrati Karan Gunasthan. The duration is Antarmurat. The souls at this stage, by the fire of contemplation, subsides the 20 Prakritis of Mohiniya or destroys the 20 Prakritis of Mohiniya and the 13 of the Nama Karma. People in this Gunasthan do not attract future life karmic matter. Sukshma Sampraya. Those who entertain minor greed passion unintentionally and have similar modifications of fixed purity, which is eternally multipliable, and who have their karmas always either subsidized or destroyed, are said to be in the Sukshma Sampray Gunasthan.
So first one is Apurva Karan, 8th one, that is unprecedented. Okay. So here the modifications are always unprecedented. Their duration is Antarmurat. Each soul has still greater purity every moment. So every moment the purity goes on increasing. Okay. So the second moment, the purity is more than the first moment. When you move to third moment, the purity is more than the second one. So it goes on, the purity goes on exponentially increasing. Considered from the side of different souls, the modification of souls in different times are dissimilar, and those staying therein in the same type have both similar and dissimilar modification. Such being their development, the Gunasthan is named as Apurva Karan. Apurva means unprecedented. Souls ascending on the Upsham Shreni as well as Sapas Shreni have the same modification of their beginnings. Now the next stage, Anavriti Karan. In this particular stage, there is no difference in disposition. So anivritti means similar and karan means modifications. Each soul has only one modification, which is with infinitely great purity and is dissimilar in case of souls in different timings. So if the timings are same, there will be no difference. But if the souls are of different timings and the modification of the souls is in one and the same time are always similar. Such being the current of modifications in this state, this gunasthan is called anavritti karan. The duration is antarmula, the soul at this stage by the fire of contemplation or by the fire of meditation subsides the 20 prakritis of monia, charitra monia, or destroys the 20 prakritis of the charitra monia. So either it is subsidies or it destroys. If it is a shapak shreni, it will definitely destroy. And if it is a upsham shreni, then it will subsides. Destroys the 20 prakritis of the monia and the 13 of nam karma. People in this gunasthan do not attract future life karmic matter. So there is no foundation for future life when the soul is in the 9th stage. Now moving on to the 10th one, Sukshma Sampray. Minute. Sukshma is minute and Sampray is passions. Or you can say subtle passions, minute passions or subtle passions. Those who entertain minor greed passion, okay. So in the 10th stage, there is only Suksham greed, minute greed. Those who entertain minor greed passion unintentionally and have similar modification of fixed purity, which is eternally multipliable, and who have their karmas always either subsided or destroyed, are said to be in the Sukshma Sampray Gunasthan. Sampray means passion or toxic emotion. Here it indicates the rise of the mildest form of greed passion. So greed is the last one to go. So in this 10th stage, the greed also goes away. And in the first samay of 11th stage or the 12th stage, the soul attains complete detachment. This is the stage where all the passions have been destroyed, okay, or subsided except minute greed. And the disposition of the soul are of a certain increased purity that progressively subside or destroy all bound karmas. From this stage, the soul in the ladder of subsidence enters the 11th stage, and the soul in the ladder of annihilation directly enters the 12th stage of spiritual development. So this was about Sukshma Sampray. Now, Upshant Kasai and Shin Kasai, or Upshant Mo or Shin Mo. Upshant Mo is called subsidence of deluding karma, and Shin Mo is called destruction of deluding karma. We will read together, okay, 11 and 12, and so Darshit ji, you read.
Jai Jirendra. Upshan Kashai. The person in this Gunistan has subsidized external and internal passions as the clean water in the autumn season, having been purified by adding alum to it. The duration here is also antarmurat, since it has complete detachment with imperfect sentience. It is also called Upshant Kashai Vitrag Chadmast Gunastan. The difference in modifications as found in superior Gunastans is not found in this, as also in the following Gunastans. Out of the 4 destructive karmas, the Mohinya is in the Uksham state, while the other 3 have the Shaupsham state. On the completion of the duration of the Gunastan, or on completion of the age, the soul falls down from this Gunastan. Should I carry on?
Yeah, 12th one also.
Okay. Shina Kashai. The souls that have annihilated all passions and attained perfect detachment with the complete elimination of all the karmas, like the pure water kept in a pure quartz vessel, occupy this Gunastan named Shina Kashai. The duration is Antarmurat. Since there is yet imperfection in sentience, though complete detachment has been attained, this Gunastan is called Shina Kashai Vitrag Chadmast. The saints following the perfect conduct in this stage have annihilated the Mohinya karma altogether, and the remaining 3 destructive karmas have their Shaupshama. They will destroy the 3 remaining karmas in an Antarmurat and reach the 13th Gunastan.
So one is Upshant, that is subsidence, and the other one is Sin or destruction. So the 11th stage, there is no change in the modifications. It remains same all throughout. Okay. So there is no difference of modification from the superior one. Okay. So it remains as it is. It is complete detachment. Okay. So 11th stage, there is complete detachment and it remains the same. So complete detachment with imperfect sentience. Imperfect sentience means chadmast. Okay. So there is still some ignorance present. Okay. This is the 11th stage. And here the Charitra Monia is subsidized. Not subsidized, but it is subsided. Okay, it is subsided. Out of the 4 destructive karmas, the Monia is in the Upsam state, while the other 3 have the Sayopsam state. So other 3 means Jnanavarana, Darshnavarana, and Antarai. Okay. Monia is in the Upsam state. On the completion of the duration of this Gunasthan, or on completion of the age, in either case, the soul falls down from this Gunasthan. So whoever reaches 11th will definitely come down from that 11th stage. Okay. You cannot go further from 11th. But the one who enters 12th, Shin Kashai, okay, he doesn't come back again. He doesn't fall. He goes to the next one, that is the 13th. So here, since there is yet imperfection in sentience, though complete detachment has been attained, this Gunasthan is called Shin Kashai Vitrag Chadmast. Okay. The saints following the perfect conduct in this stage have annihilated the Monia karma altogether, destroyed the Monia karma altogether, and the remaining 3 destructive karmas have their Shayopshams. they will destroy the three remaining karmas in an Antarmurat and reach the 13th stage. So if it is 11th, it has to fall back. But if it is 12th, there is no falling back. You move on to the next one in the Antarmurat only. Okay. Now, 2 Gunasthans are left and we have still 10 minutes to go. So we'll complete it. Sayog Kevli Jin and Ayog Kevli Jin. Sayog Kevli means omniscience with mind, body, and speech. And Ayoga Kevli is omniscience without mind, body, and speech. So, Jin Priyaji, you read 13th and 14th. Yeah.
One minute, I have the book. It's 13. Sayo Kevalijin. The souls in the 13th stage who have dispelled the darkness of ignorance altogether with the rise of the sun of the omniscience and who have attained godhood after achieving 9 accomplishments. Kshaik, right faith, conduct, consciousness, perception, charity, gain, bhog, upbhog, and vitality have become Kevalis, for their sentience does not now need the help of senses or light. Since they are with the operations of the mind, speech and body, they are Sayog. And since they have conquered both the psychic and material karmas, they are called the jinns. And their Gunasthan is called Sayog Kevli Jin. These same Kevali Bhagwan enlighten the path of emancipation by their divine discourses on the path of liberation of the soul. Influx of Sata Vednya on account of mental, bodily, and speech movement is for a moment only, but that does not materialize in bondage due to absence of passions.
14th.
Okay. Ayog Kevli Jin. The Arhant Bhagwans in this Gunstan are without any activity of mind, speech, and body and have attained omniscience. Therefore, this Gunstan is called Ayog Kevali Jin. The duration is the time taken in pronouncing 5 vowels in Hindi. In the last 2 moments, the Arhant Bhagwan destroys all prakritis of the agati karmas, non-destructive karmas, and attains siddhahood.
So in the 13th stage, it is with the omniscience with mind, body, and speech. So in the 13th stage, they have destroyed all the obscuring karmas. Okay. So in the 12th stage, already there was Monia was completely destroyed in the 12th, and in the 13th, the other 3, Jnana Varana, Darshana Varana, and Antray, that also gets destroyed, and the soul attains godhood after achieving 9 accomplishments. Shaik right faith or complete right faith, complete conduct, complete consciousness, complete perception, complete charity, complete gain, bhog, upbhog, and vitality. So these are the 9 accomplishments of the 13th stage. And these people have become Kevalis, for their sentience does not now need the help of senses or light. Since they are with the operation of the mind, speech, and body, they are Sanyog. Still the body is there. They have not got liberated. And since they have conquered both the psychic and material karmas, okay, there is no bhav karma and no material karma. So which material karma? The obscuring ones they have conquered. the non-obscuring karmas are still there. And since they have conquered the psychic and material karmas, they are called the genes. And the Gunasthan is called Sayog Kevli gene. This same Kevli Bhagwan enlightened the path of emancipation by their divine discourses on the path of liberation of the soul. So Divya Dhvani Kirti hai, you know, and because of that, the sermons of the Tirthankar and the Kevli Bhagwan, we are able to know this path of liberation. So they are the one who has enlightened the path of emancipation or liberation.
Sir, one doubt. So Tirthankars will be on level 13
Yes.
and 14 will be Siddhas.
14th is not exactly 14th. 14th is still, you can say that just before the stage of liberation. And the 14th stage is just of such small duration, you know. The time you take to spell these 5 vowels, A, E, I, O, U. Okay. So these 5 vowels in Hindi, A, E. So only that much time is there in the 14th stage. And you know, the whole body disappears like a kapur, you know, kapur, what you call kapur? Camphor, right? As we burn the camphor, it gets destroyed, you know. Similarly, the body gets destroyed just like a camphor, and the soul goes to the Siddhalaya. So this is the 14th stage. So we were studying the 13th one, influx of Sata Vedniya on account of mental, bodily and speech movement is for a moment only, but that does not materialize in bondage due to the absence of passions. So in the 13th stage, the passions have completely been destroyed. So in the absence of passions, new bondage does not take place. Okay. Only the karmas, the non-obscuring karmas are there. So it comes and goes away in the next moment. It's there only for a moment, and it does not find new karmas because there is an absence of passions. The 14th stage, the Aryan Bhagwan in this Gunasthan are without any activity of mind, speech and body and have attained omniscience. Therefore, this Gunasthan is called Ayog Kevli Jin. The duration is the time taken in pronouncing 5 vowels in Hindi. In the last 2 moments, the Aryan Bhagwan destroys all the prakritis of the agati karmas, non-destructive karmas, and attains siddhahood. So this 14th stage is of only that duration wherein the body gets it vanishes like evaporation, you know, and the soul attains the stage of salvation, gets liberated. So these Siddh Parmeshti are the liberated soul. So we'll be reading a paragraph on Siddh Parmeshtis. Okay. I'll just read because there are 2 minutes left and I want to finish as quickly as I can. So Siddh Parmeshti is the liberated God or the liberated soul. Those who have now crossed the 14th Gunasthans of the worldly existence are now bereft of all the 8 psychic and the conventional karmas. Who enjoys the everlasting bliss, avyabhat sukh. Okay, he enjoys the everlasting bliss, which is dependent only on their own souls, who are without any blemish, being without psychic, conventional or matter karmas. Okay, psychic is bhav karma, conventional is dravya karma, sorry, conventional is no karma, and the dravya karma is the matter karma, who are eternal. Okay, eternal means no beginning and no end. For now, they would not assume any new modification of life phases. So it will not come again to the mundane existence. Who have got the 8 great attributes due to the destruction of all the 8 psychic and material karmas. So psychic is bhav karma and material is dravya karma. Shaik samyaktva, ananta gyan, ananta darshan, ananta viya, shukshmatva, avgahanatva, agurulagutva, and avyabadatva. So Saik Samyatva is in the absence of Darshanavarana. Ananta, it's not Darshanavarana, sorry. Saik Samyatva is in the absence of Monia. Then Anant Gyan is because of the absence of the Jnanavarana karma. Anant Darshan is because of the absence of Darshanavarana. Anant Virya is because of the absence of Antarai karma. Then Shukshmatva is because of Nam karma. Avgahana Hetutva is because of Ayu karma. Aguru Lagutva is because of Gotra karma. And Avyabadatva is because of Vedniya karma. So 8 karmas have been destroyed and 8 qualities have been manifested. And these are Siddh Parmeshtis, who have permanently settled in the uppermost part of the world, for it is not in their nature now to move about in any of the 10 directions, and who are now complete in themselves, having nothing now to do, nothing new to do, it will be. These blessed souls are called the Siddhas. So this chapter was quite deep than I have thought of, because it has covered almost 60-70% of the matter that we are going to study in the 6th sem. So we are just in the 2nd sem, and there is a very good slides in Hindi on this Gunasthan, but this is just an introductory chapter, so I would not like you to go deep into it right now. It will confuse you unnecessarily. So when we do that in detail in the 6th semester, then that time we will study this in detail. Okay. So now you have a roughly slight idea of each spiritual stages, and then the last one, the Siddh Parmeshtis. So this is all. Any questions? Otherwise, we are. Okay, so I'll just.
Sir, before we close the class, can you give the assignments so that we can start on that?
Which assignment? Concept clarity 3?
Yeah, we will have concept clarity. We have only one chapter left, right? If
So
you can.
one chapter is left, and then there is another book called Nimit Upadan.
Nipit Upadan we completed, right?
We completed from Tattvagyan, okay, from Tattvagyan 1, but there is a separate book for that, and it carries 20 marks.
Okay.
So we'll be studying that also. So
Okay.
by the time we finish this whole part 2, I will anyways give you the concept clarity. Maybe I can give you tomorrow also. Let me think over what would be a good homework for you. Okay.
Yeah.
Because if you write all the 9-10 chapters, then you will not be able to justify any of the chapters, because
Okay.
within 2 to 6 pages, very little space you have got.
Sure.
So let
Okay.
me think over. I'll let you know tomorrow, maybe in the group. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So you can start this homework. That is good idea. And then there is one LCPA which is coming up from the management. It will come sometime, anytime, anytime. It's already due. It was supposed to come on the 15th, but it's still not ready or some problem is there. So in meantime, we can start doing this also. And when those questions come, that will be all practical questions, life-changing practical applications. Okay. So as and when it comes, I will share.
Okay, sir.
निज निधि निज में बताई, यह अनंत उपकार है, उसके लिए जिन वाणी माँ को वंदना सत बार है, उसके लिए जिन वाणी माँ को वंदना सत बार है। 9 बार नौकार मंत्र गिनेंगे। जय जिनेंद्र।
Jai Jinendra. Thank you.